Hey guys, welcome back to Cruise Blog. It's Allie, and today I'm going to be sharing 8 ways to do things differently on your next cruise. If you're someone who cruises a lot, it's kind of easy to get into a relatively set routine on board, such as heading straight to the buffet on embarkation day or for lunch each day. Likewise, you may love spending the day sitting by the pool without looking into the ship's activities. There's a lot to take into account when planning your cruise, both prior to embarkation and while on board. Of course, there's no incorrect way to take a cruise. The most important factor is that you have a great time and you create those special memories with your friends and or family. Whether that means parking by the pool for the entire cruise or packing your schedule full with activities and events. There are, however, a few things that you can do differently on your upcoming cruise that will ensure you have a smooth experience. So here are 8 ways that you can switch up your next cruise vacation to save you both time and stress. Number 1 is to book an extended pre- or post-cruise stay. If you're planning on utilizing airline travel to get to your cruise port, you probably already know that you should absolutely arrive the day prior to your ship's departure. Arriving the same day is not worth the stress, as one flight delay the morning on embarkation can cause you to miss your entire cruise. So why not, however, arrive a few days before and explore what the city has to offer? If you're sailing from Europe, this could mean exploring culturally rich destinations like Rome, Barcelona, Athens, and more. My husband and I just returned from a 12-night cruise to Iceland, and we spent 4 days exploring Amsterdam beforehand, and we absolutely loved it. A post-cruise stay means that you'll not be in a hurry to get off the ship and rush to the airport. Instead, you can head over to your hotel and spend your afternoon lounging by the pool rather than sitting by a gate waiting for your plane. Next is to try the onboard activities on port days. Whether your ship docks in port, most passengers will scurry off the ship to either meet a shore excursion group or explore on their own. While people will trickle back throughout the day, the best time to experience the ship's onboard activities is in port when the majority of passengers are off the ship. On sea days, you'll find that you're faced with long lines for these activities. However, the lines will be shorter for things like water slides, mini golf, and the bigger thrills. This is things like Norwegian's go-karts, Carnival's Bolt roller coaster, Royal Caribbean's flow rider, and zip lines, and more. On days in port, this means that you can enjoy more than you normally would if you wait for a sea day. You don't have to skip out on experiencing the port either. Book an early morning excursion and then head back to do your must-do activities as soon as you get back on board. Next, try skipping the buffet for lunch on embarkation day and go for dinner instead. Most passengers head straight to the buffet on embarkation day, meaning you might be hard-pressed to find a table or you'll be waiting in line to grab what you want to eat. Instead, check and see what other options are available. Depending on which cruise line you're sailing on and what ship, there may be other quick service dining venues open. Royal Caribbean, for instance, often has a specialty restaurant that you pay extra to eat at. Likewise, some of their newer ships have Park Cafe, which is a more relaxed dining venue located in Central Park. If you're cruising on Carnival, you will find so many complimentary quick dining options that I absolutely recommend you do not go to the buffet. The buffet will be open for dinner and offer a more relaxed and flexible dining experience. This will give you more time on the pool deck to enjoy the sail away festivities rather than feeling like you have to get back to your stateroom to freshen up for that 3-course meal in the ship's main dining room. Next, book a shore excursion that pushes you outside of your comfort zone. Have you sailed to the Caribbean before? If so, there's a good chance that you have spent your time lounging on the beach and perhaps you've already gone snorkeling. So instead, look for excursions that offer tours for something that you maybe haven't done before, such as riding an ATV, going zip-lining through the jungle, or even a food tour to experience the local culture. With that, you want to make sure that your budget is accommodating for shore excursions too, especially if you've never cruised to the region before. You might miss out on some once-in-a-lifetime experiences by thinking that you can make a day out of walking around in the area outside of the terminal or simply staying on board. Next, pick one new event from the daily schedule each day. The cruise ship schedule is full of fun activities to keep guests entertained throughout the day. Whether this is trivia, a sporting tournament, escape room, laser tag, etc., try to find something new each day of your cruise. While there's nothing wrong with returning to the same old venue to listen to your favorite musician, you might miss out on some fun things that you can't do at home. By trying something new, you may find a new activity that you enjoy as well. When else do you have the option to partake in a belly flop contest, a crafting workshop, or a dance class? Get out there and try something new. Next is to get your towel the evening before you dock in port. Before dinner, make some time to either exchange your towels on the pool deck or grab a fresh set. That way, you will not have to worry about grabbing some before you disembark in port the next morning. You'll have one less thing to worry about and you can focus on fueling up on breakfast and getting to your tour on time. You may be able to get towels near the gangway. However, if you find that this is not an option, you'll have to return to the top deck, which is potentially causing you to miss your group's departure if there's a long line. You don't want to forget to return it though, meaning that you will want to ensure you have the correct number of towels before heading back to the ship. Many cruise lines will charge your onboard account if you fail to return the towels. Next, we suggest applying sunscreen on board before heading ashore for the day. Some people, no matter how hard they try, are prone to getting sunburns. The last thing you want to happen is getting a nasty burn while on your cruise, as it can put a quick stop to the rest of your vacation. Lather up before heading off of the ship. That way you can feel protected en route to your activity, especially if it's later in the afternoon. Likewise, you may dock within walking distance of the beach, such as when you dock at a cruise line's private island. If, however, your activity requires you to exit the ship and immediately board a bus or van, you could probably get away with waiting to apply. And finally, we suggest that you dine at specialty restaurants for lunch. If you're looking to experience a little bit more of an intimate specialty dining experience on a budget, consider going for lunch. Depending on what cruise line you're sailing with, you may find that the prices for lunch are significantly less than dinner, which allows you to either work one meal into your budget or try a few different restaurants. Fueling up on a big lunch means that you can do something lighter for dinner, such as grabbing something from a quick service venue or a light meal at the buffet. Plus, with less time spent on dining, you can enjoy more of the ship's evening activities. All right, everybody, those are the 8 different ways we are encouraging you to try something different on your next cruise. Comment below something new that you've tried recently that you absolutely loved. Also, be sure to like and subscribe to Cruise Blog so you can be notified every time we have a new video. Thanks for tuning in today, everybody, and until next time, happy cruising.